Our next two players in the upper right hand starting position, it is going to go ahead and be the Blue Terran. He is a toaster that you do not want to piss off. He did not get a movie made about him like the brave little toaster. He is ZappyToaster. And cross-spawn, because it is an MLG version of the map, it is going to go ahead and be the Green Zerg. He is full of nutritional supplement. He is Vitasoy, one of the two. Do you get paid to cast? No, 100% of all commercials and everything else do go to stream benefits and that kind of thing. We are starting to move towards the sponsorship model and get sponsors in for big stuff here. So the way that we quote-unquote pay our casters is that we've signed a contract with every single caster that they will get to cast a $250 minimum best of 7 series minimum before the end of 2012. So we pay our casters by exposure, and then on top of that, that they will get to cast one of the bigger events and that kind of thing. So there we go. Who's 100% class? Because I will cast... I've never actually played Minecraft because I'm old. Because I'm old and the world's forgotten about me. Does it look like ZappyToaster knows about cross-spawn only on MLG, so we can all point and laugh at him later like, LOLOL? How could you not know that maps that are on the ladder can be different than maps that are not on the ladder, depending on the tournament map maker and what version of the map that tournament map maker has made? LOLOL. What do you have, like a life or something? You know, I love it. It's pretty good stuff indeed. Neither of these players actually seem to know, so they're playing it out like it is going to go ahead and be a typical ladder map. That is pretty good stuff. Fantastic. It is going to be Hatch first, coming on out of Vitasoy, playing this totally standard. This is actually a reasonable and wonderful opening. The gas is late, and if this was a professional player, if this was an Idra or a Stefano, we'd say he was being so greedy. He's really confident looking right now. Because it's not, because he is just a low-level player, we go LOLOL and we laugh at him, and we all enjoy it very, very much. ZappyToaster apparently has not been baneling busted enough in the Bronze League like I was every other game when I played Terran, because he is building this semi-wall on the low ground. He just ain't afraid. Oh, he's going to go ahead for symmetry, put down that second little supply depot column. You know, that's how he regulates. God, the stream looks so good tonight. Everything looks so shiny and good. Oh, I just love having fun with y'all. Looks like it is going to be a second Rax popping down. Typically speaking, when you see infrastructure at the front, no matter the league, it's because we're trying to get an early command center. The minerals are saved up for it. Oh, this isn't a wall yet. Oh my god, Zappy's got so many little holes in here. I really hope that Vitasoy does not decide to simply walk over and kill his opponent. Don't know why the Marines are being rallied there. They should really hug up the supply depot or try and plug again the holes in the wall. It's a little bit scary right now. Vitasoy has got his queens out and his injects up. He's looking very strong right now. He's looking like this is the game that he wants to play. So power off to him. I really do enjoy that. It looks like there's some Minecraft discussions going on. I don't need Minecraft because I played with Legos. Looks like the Scouting Overlord has actually been shot. Neither! The Natural Command Center has not been... Oh, another Scouting Overlord is going to be killed. That hurts. This has not been made into an orbital, and I totally missed that because that's not very often. It's very rare that you see double gas into non-expansion, early expansion, into... non-orbital here. A little bit of a run-by. I don't know what these Lings are attempting to accomplish with the run-by because there have been so many scouts that have been successful. Vitasoy! Holy crap, dude! Throwing down the second expansion here, the third base, really early. He says, wow, you are playing so greedy. I'm just going to go ahead and respond. I love it, man. When you see somebody in the lower leagues, bronze, silver, gold, and they do a macro opening, my respect for them goes through the roof because they really are showing you, hey, I want to get better and I want to improve at this game. And really, this is just Vitasoy's game. You can see how he won the first one so easily. Double the supply, double the income. ZappyToaster, I'm not trying to be down on the dude, but it just doesn't look like he's got the idea, right? He's got the shape. of what he wants to do going forward, and he just hasn't figured out how to implement it yet. It's one of those things that's really taxing, and frankly, speaking from somebody who came up from Bronze to Masters Terran and is now struggling with Platinum Diamond level Zerg shenanigans, it's really hard for Terran to find this APM and figure out how to keep using their units and going around like that. So I have nothing but sympathy for ZappyToaster. What he sees right now with this wall, with his lack of play so far, with his lack of experience, he goes, hey, I'm doing the exact same thing that they're doing at the high level. Why isn't it working? And it's really very frustrating. So everybody, when Zappy, because I mean, let's just face it, he's going to get knocked out of this game. When he gets knocked out of this game, let's everybody give him a big amount of love. Vitasoy definitely deserves our appreciation. He's droning. He's playing a respectful macro game. Look at the overlords going out everywhere on the map to give him tons of map vision everywhere. Besides creep spread, he is doing everything at a very high level. He's got little issues. He's got these little issues that are definitely not going to hold you back in the lower leagues, like oversaturation in your main while there's, you know, just not a lot in your natural, stuff like that. Such a minor thing overall when you're playing such a strong macro game like he is. He's actually going to hit 70 drones, 71 drones. I have nothing but respect for this kid. Even taking the 4th, that is ballsier than I am, and I love it. Here comes a big old choo-choo train of Mariner units with Marauder support. They actually could hit the 3rd base when the time stem is up and running. These amount of Zerglings may actually not be enough depending on where these units force themselves. These guys can easily force a cancel on this gold base here in the middle, so that's pretty awesome. Proxy carriers, that is cool. Awesome, good stuff. Nobody cares to talk to Jack directly or say anything to the solo caster. I see how it is. 4th base is going to go ahead and be canceled. Stem is going to complete in time for the engagement, it looks like. Vitasoy just going to be not feeling very comfortable at all building the spine crawlers, and then never mind. Yes, he is. He's feeling just fine, thank you very much. He is going to attempt to get a full surround here of these units with the overlords drawing them in. We've seen so many run-bys so far today, and we're only in game number 2, but that is the 3rd run-by. There's no banelings to knock this down, but there's also not a lot of units here at the front, so this supply depot will very easily fall, it looks like, except it wasn't really being targeted down. SCVs are actually attempting to repair this. They do start getting the repair. Are you kidding me? They are going to get the repair off, and all of these Zerglings' lives will be forfeit. That is flippin' awesome. ZappyToaster, congratulations unto you, sir. Well played and well saved. 4th base is attempting to come down again for Vitasoy. He's at the maximum number of harvesters. Does he realize what he needs to do in order to keep everything going? I know everybody says mules are OP, but generally speaking, they cannot help you overcome a 19 to 73 worker deficit. Looks like Henry Titsworth's Suicidal Darkness is in the hizzy today, so that's pretty cool stuff right there. If anybody is a friend of Zappy, then what I want you to do for me is I want you to tell him after this game, hey man, you're actually really doing the thing that you should be doing, but you're getting way too much gas and you're focusing way too little on the other stuff. Way too little on the other stuff. And if you can tell him that in a nice way and nudge him respectfully, then he's going to have a lot more fun with this game. He really is. He's going to be doing some pretty cool stuff. Macro Hatch also going down for Vitasoy. The Zerg players today really impressing me. Spire Tech's up, but I don't see any benefit from it yet. Roach Ward's attempting to come out. Not a lot of players will look at Marauders with Stim and say, I'm going Roaches. But that's just how he rolls. It's pretty good stuff. Very excited to go ahead and see everything popping on up. It's actually really great to see ZappyToaster attempting to play this game. Let's just look at things from his vision. He's got no clue what's going on.
Research?
He has absolutely no idea what this map looks like. Let's look at it from Vitasoy's perspective. He knows everything. He got crushed attempting to kill that supply depot. He doesn't feel very good about it, and nobody blames him. But really, look at his macro. It's pretty great. This is a pretty one-sided little fight, and even the fact that there are going to be Stim Marauders coming up here is not the match for this amount of Roaches, much less the other dozen coming in. Amazingly, Vitasoy is still scared. No stim in here that I can tell. I didn't actually see it go off. No, it doesn't look like it did. Stim just in case. Emergency stim, because we're not even going to use it to run away. But just in case, we might use the stim. Who knows? Large glut of roaches simply eat through everything and just burn everything alive. Last guy turns into green acid. Dies, screaming in agony. Vitasoy, it knows exactly how many bases his opponent is on. He's playing that very strong. I guess this could be hidden, but, you know, it's not. Really very strong play. Vitasoy. I have to say, I think it's super cool that this depot almost fell, and as a reward for not falling, that he did the call down supply on top of that. That's awesome. The front is going to go ahead and be murdered here. Roaches are much better at eating their way through walls than just zerglings. Not only because of the damage that they do, but also because they can shoot behind and kill you as you repair and all that good stuff. It does look like they're all being asked to target fire on a single thing, as opposed to just being allowed to eat everything at the front all at once, but that's okay. There we go. Now we can see what happens when they're not just trying to kill a single dude back there. And look at how quickly he eats through everything. This is a total glut of roaches. They didn't even have +1/+1, which is coming up for them right now. Hydralisks appear. What? I missed that. All my snarkiness, I forgot to talk about the Hydrogen. Hydralisks appear to fight Marine Marauder. Not something you're going to see every day. The infrastructure is taken down, and Vitasoy again, hugely victorious. I don't even understand. Oh, right, for the Hydras. I'm not that smart. I've mentioned that before, I think. This command center is going to die. Zappy apparently is scrappy. He says, I refuse to go out like that. My factory will save the day, even as everything else burns to the ground. These Hydras, once they take out this factory, then it's all over, and the reveal will be coming in the next 15 seconds or so. This creep spread's actually great. This Hydra is not going to see that factory. He's still flying too high there, but ZappyToaster realizes, hey, with a factory, I'm probably not going to win this one. So there we go. He is going to go ahead and GG out, and that is game number 2. 2-0 taken easily by Vitasoy with a 200-2 supply win. So congratulations unto him. We do appreciate it. Again, if you're Zappy's friend out there, tell him not to focus on gas and to not focus on tactics and strategies, but just tell him to do what he feels comfortable with, get the mineral income, make Marines, and just focus on having fun with the game that way. And I guarantee you he's going to have a much better time with this game in the near future if you're his friend. Pop him up and tell him that. Big round of applause for both those guys. Vita looking very strong. Would not be surprised to see him go to the finals and take that. Very, very good play out of him indeed.